Once upon a time, a man slipped and accidentally fell into a swamp. He struggled desperately to climb out, but the more he struggled, the deeper he sank. Just then, he suddenly saw two little hawks on a tree. He quickly used his eyes to signal for help from the hawks, but to his surprise, the little hawks understood what he meant. Slowly, they crawled towards him, just as the man was about to be submerged. A weasel quickly chewed on the tree branches with its mouth, while a mink used its body weight to bend the branches. Seeing this, the man quickly reached out and grabbed the branches, but accidentally shook the mink down. Unaware of this, the mink quickly sank into the swamp. The two hawks, frightened by the sight, continuously made noise to get the man's attention. Luckily, the man immediately reacted upon hearing the noise and quickly reached his hand into the swamp. After some effort, he finally rescued the mink. To show gratitude for saving their lives, the man decided to keep the two minks by his side and gave them the names Dao Mao and Sha Dao. However, at that moment, a black eagle flew towards the man, seemingly wanting to say something to him. Using his ability to communicate with animals, the man saw through the eyes of the black eagle that the animals were being chased by soldiers. It was at that moment that the man realized the black eagle was seeking help. So, he quickly ran to a distant hill and discovered that a black panther had been captured by soldiers. Kind-hearted as he was, the man immediately decided to rescue the black panther. He sent out the two minks to steal the soldiers' weapons, then easily dealt with two soldiers himself. However, reinforcements arrived just in time. Seeing this, the man urgently called for the black eagle's help. The black eagle swooped down and knocked the soldiers to the ground. With only one enemy left, the man directly cut the rope with a dart, setting the black panther free. The black panther, grateful for being saved, angrily pounced on the soldiers, avenging itself. Finally, in order to repay the man's kindness, the black panther chose to stay by his side and protect him. The black eagle, moved by the man's kindness, also decided to stay. That's how the man gained to great generals. However, one day, the man suddenly saw a beautiful woman bathing in the river. Having not seen a woman in years, he couldn't help but have bad thoughts. The woman was bathing in the river, but she was spotted by the man. Immediately, he signaled to the minks with his eyes, and they understood his intention. Taking advantage of the woman's distraction, the minks quietly stole her clothes. When the woman noticed, she hurriedly came out to search for them. At that moment, the man released the black panther on purpose. Seeing this, the woman was directly scared silly. Thinking the plan succeeded, the man came out and hugged the woman, preparing to play the role of hero saving the beauty. He protected the woman while walking towards her, following the instructions he had given to the black panther earlier, that as long as he made a move, the black panther would leave. However, the black panther wanted to stay and watch the show, and willing to leave. The man tried to signal him with his eyes, but it didn't work at all. It was not until the man pretended to get angry that the black panther finally left. This way, the man barely saved face. Then, he proudly walked towards the woman, thinking that he could finally win her over. However, the woman only said thank you to him and then turned and left, leaving the man alone in silence. But the man didn't give up, and instead, decided to chase after the woman. Before long, he arrived at a castle and witnessed a cruel scene. A wicked wizard lifted a boy above his head and threw him into a fiery pit in the next second. But that wasn't the end. He then pointed at another boy and forced the soldiers to take him away. He brought the boy to the altar. Near the fiery pit, the wizard dragged the boy to the edge of the pit and prepared to trap him in the same way. Despite the boy's struggles, the wizard didn't let him go. Unable to bear witness to such cruelty, the man on the ground quickly sent a command to the black eagle in the sky. The black eagle, seeing this, swooped down and rescued the boy from the fiery pit. Just then, the man suddenly saw his goddess, the woman he admired, among the group being sacrificed. Soon, the woman was captured and brought to the altar, about to be killed by the wizard. In this critical moment, the man rushed forward, directly dealing with one soldier. Other guards tried to intervene, but they were no match for the man. Seeing the situation was not good, the wizard charged over and fought the man. However, instead of hurting the man, the wizard ended up being killed by him. That's how the man successfully saved the woman. However, just as he was about to leave, the wizard suddenly woke up. He pulled out a dagger and prepared to attack the man from behind. Seeing this, one of the little hawks flew onto the wizard's neck and bit him. However, the hawk was grabbed by the wizard and fell into the fiery pit. The man wanted to save the hawk, but it was already too late. Seeing the lifeless hawk, the man was filled with grief. The other little hawk also looked at its companion in the fiery pit, shedding tears of sadness. In the end, because of his bravery, the man won the heart of the woman he loved, and they lived happily ever after.